Welcome everyone to the Power Report. I am your host, Jacob M. Power, and today I have a very special guest along with me that we're about to get on, Mr. Smart Guy 1. Are you there, good sir?
Yes, I am.
Alright then, let's get started.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, I'd like to welcome now to the report, Mr. Smart Guy 1.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
how are you today, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm doing quite fine. Technical difficulties getting all this kind of stuff started, but getting there.
Yeah.
I mean, like, as you know, like, we went through possible 3 different hosts for this show to begin with, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yes.
there was that, and then learning all the programs and stuff like that. But it's good. It's good. So, let's see what's on the agenda. Before we get into our topic that we were going to talk about, since we're going to talk about video games and everything, just tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, who is Smart Guy 1?
Who is Smart Guy? That is a good question. Well, my name is David,
Mm-hmm.
and I enjoy long walks. My God, I can't speak. Never mind. I'm going to ditch that joke. I enjoy video games. I am a part of a community called the Ramborgia that is spawned out of the YouTube channel John Rambo Presents. I recommend that people check it out. I am a brony, which is someone that enjoys the show My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Feels kind of weird saying it, but you know.
Well, I mean, like, I think, like, just before I started to, like, get set up for the show, I actually tweeted a link to a YouTube video and saying, like, if you're a brony, check this out, because I'm a fellow brony, so, hoof bump.
Yeah, I saw that video, and I have a YouTube channel. It's called Regal Empire Gaming,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty bad. Don't check it out.
Do you mean bad as in it's good bad, or bad as in it's bad?
Oh no, it's terrible, sir.
So what do
Yeah.
you do?
Yeah.
What do you do on it?
I play some video games. I think I'm going to get into some more retro games and start doing maybe some speed runs and stuff like that. A guy named Cyberdemon 531 on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
He gave me the idea, so I think I'm going to race him in Mega Man X2 soon. So I don't know. Be on the lookout for that.
All right. So how did the name, like your screen name? It's different from your YouTube. But like, how did you get Smart Guy 1? Like, what made you like say that's what I'm going to be known as on the internet?
That's a good question. That is a very good question. My father actually owns his own business. He runs his own business called Smart Guys Computers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so he likes the Xbox. He likes the PlayStation and stuff like that. And so when he made his account, he called it SMRTGY1. You know, because that's just what he wanted to name it.
Mm-hmm.
And so eventually he just stopped using it, and I sort of just like took it over, and I just like adopted the name because I don't like having 100 different names.
Right.
But
Wow,
the reason
that's actually a much deeper answer than I thought it was going to be.
I did like the name, it does sound pretty nice, I think.
Uh-huh.
But and Regal Empire Gaming was from I can't remember. I think it was before Smart Guy. I think one of my friends on that I was playing Xbox with, he wanted to start this whole clan called the Regal Empire,
Mm-hmm.
and he basically like shut down the whole thing because it just didn't work out. The name didn't work out or something. I don't even know. So I asked him if I could steal the name from him, and so I did.
Cool.
I like the sound of it.
Yeah, they're both real catchy. Either name is real catchy. Because like when I was thinking though, like, you know how people are on the internet, like, I'm a smart guy kind of thing. So that's what I thought was going to be like your answer, kind of in short aspect, a douchey answer. But
I don't go for that really. I don't. You know.
that's cool. I mean, from hearing you on Mark's podcast and some of the other stuff that I've heard you on when you're on the show, I didn't think you were, but I just thought you never know.
You didn't think I was what? What do you mean? A douche?
Yeah.
Or smart? I was.
No.
I was trying to get. I never thought you were smart when you were on Mark's
No.
podcast.
I was saying that I didn't. I
I was
didn't think you
worrying
were a
me.
douche, sir. I didn't think you were a douche.
Well, there may be some things that you will learn during the course of this program. All
Well,
right.
I do have permission to slap you by Mark if I need be.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. All right.
But speaking of Mark and like being on the show and everything, like I'm just trying to like get to know you better before we get into our main topic. But what has been your overall experience with like the Ramborgia in the show and everything like that?
Well, I'm kind of new to the whole thing. I'm not new to it. I watched it from the beginning
Mm-hmm.
show, but I wasn't really interested in calling in, mostly because I'm in school,
Mm-hmm.
so it's late at night, and I need to sleep.
Yeah.
It's kind of a thing that people do, I think.
Yeah.
But during the summer vacation, I went on to the episode 85. I think I was on there for the first time, and so. After that, I was in the Marvel Heroes gaming session,
Mm-hmm.
and I was doing that, and I kind of just sort of wiggled my way into the community, and I started. I added everyone there on Skype, and I just started to branch out, and that was when I met Mark and Anthony, and that's people that I'm doing videos with right now. Well, not right now, but
Right. It's cool. So like if you had one word to like say like you had to say one word to explain the Ramborgia, the show and everything, what would that one word be?
balls.
Alright. Let's go ahead and get into our main topic, shall we? Video games.
Video games, yes, I do
Now,
partake in video games.
apparently, like you're going to start doing Let's Plays and everything like that, so I would hopefully that you're into video games. But video games, as I don't know if you would agree with this, but I'm probably sure you would, have completely evolved and changed since the beginning. Do you agree, sir?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So going backwards first, let's start where it all began. What was the first console that Mr. Smart Guy ever had?
First one I had, or the first one that I played?
Hmm.
Because those are like two completely different animals. When you
Alright.
own a console and when you play one.
Alright. Give me a little bit of both then.
Alright, the first console that I played on, I think it was actually an arcade machine, if that counts as a console.
I would count it.
Alright, and I played X-Men, the arcade game. It's a great game. I actually have it on Xbox Live now, that I downloaded off there. The first console that I actually owned for myself, Xbox 360.
Oh, so I mean, you skipped like NES, SNES, Genesis. You skipped all those?
I wasn't really, what do I say? I was probably like 2 or 3. I don't even know when those were, in action. I think when I was younger, it was all about the PlayStation 2.
Oh, okay. See, I came into gaming, I guess, because I'm closer to Rambo's age. So, I mean, I came into gaming like the first thing I ever played was Bubble Bobble for the NES.
Oh man.
But like you, I would go to arcades a lot, and so I guess really the first thing I ever played was, I think either Space Invaders or No, I take that. It's probably with Space Invaders I played in the arcade long time ago.
Oh man,
Back when arcades were relevant.
back when arcades existed.
That too. But everything in general with gaming has like evolved. Even like how we buy games now is completely different. I mean, I don't know if you ever do anything like on Steam or anything, but
Oh man, oh man. You're probably talking about $1,000 right there, $2,000 maybe.
wow, I'm not really in Steaming yet because I mostly all my gaming is console gaming. The only thing I ever do online is like WoW, LOL, stuff like that.
Uh,
But I remember when gaming first started. Well, for me, like when the SNES Genesis days, even the PlayStation 1 days, like the only place you really had was Walmart for me. Like GameStop still wasn't around just yet.
oh man.
I think that was like before you though.
I think I remember there. Yeah, I think GameStop was like the big thing when I was growing up. It's kind of like fallen back ever since Amazon. You know, just kind of just ate all the competition.
Right. Well, I mean, online anything is just so much easier and accessible to everyone. So I mean, it's like I can be in my PJs getting like the latest game, or get all dressed up and go to a store. Pff, who wants to do that?
Yes.
Why leave the cave when you can bring the meat to it? But back in those days, and have you played any of the retro games now? Like, have you like with emulators and everything like
Yeah.
that? Have you played
Yeah.
any?
I played. I have actually have an Atari Flashback console, and I play that sometimes. I really like the Pitfall. That's a great game.
Nice. Would you
I was
go ahead?
I was playing Mega Man X2 and some other older games for SNES.
As far as like the retro games, like which one's your favorite of what you played so far? Because there is a long list of titles.
Of the retros, I like the Mega Man.
Hmm.
I like the Mega Man games. They're pretty good.
Cool. And would you say that the retro games compared to the games of now, that even though there wasn't much there, that it still gave you like a sense of adventure, a sense of accomplishment really when you would beat these games? Because I mean, there were no save states, there were no like memory cards or nothing. It was truly you sat down and played, and then when you beat it, you beat it.
Yeah.
So what is your like take on that?
With there's some games that recreate that. Like a lot of people, I haven't played the game, but a lot of people say Dark Souls gives you a lot of accomplishment. I don't think like the sense of accomplishment is gone in the modern era. It's a matter of opinion, really. Like what makes you feel accomplished.
Right. True, but I think the aspect I'm looking for is like the challenge in it, because most games now these days, not all, like there are a few like Dark Souls, it's very unforgiving, but most of them like spoon feed you through the game pretty much.
Well, games today are not really about learning the game. It's about perfecting it. It's not about learning the technique, but to like fine tune it. That's kind of what it seems to be. Is There is less difficulty, but games, you can't doubt that games are a lot more complex nowadays.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, with more advanced in controls and everything, and what a game can do compared to like even the Atari games where it was just a joystick and one button. So
Yeah,
I
and
mean, yeah, they have evolved in that much.
there are different difficulty settings and everything too. I mean, there's some games that I can't play on hard, and I know that there's a whole bunch of games, that it really is a matter of what difficulty setting you pick.
True.
Yeah, I don't think people have that much room to complain when it comes to how difficult games are.
Right.
Because that's just an opinion.
Right. And let's say on the subject of like style as far as graphical design, do you believe that a game is rated on its worth when it just comes to graphics?
That depends. Really, it does. Say like a game like Heavy Rain. That was a game that leaned very heavily on the graphics. It had a great story and everything.
Right, wonderful story.
Yes, but it's like if it didn't have the settings that it was able to pull off and everything, I mean, it wouldn't be as enjoyable. It wouldn't be as memorable.
True. Because, like, sometimes, though, like, you could have a great looking game, but there'd not be that much meat in it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, Heavy Rain, I'm glad you brought that up. Heavy Rain's a good example of it, like, being done properly, even with I didn't play it with it, but if you chose to use the motion controls and everything with it, it was one game that I would say, like, brought the whole package together.
Yeah.
But you know how like there's games that they just put window dressing on it and it's so bare bones, but it's beautiful, but it's like you're done with it within like 2 hours.
Yeah. It depends on what you're looking for in a game. I mean, there's some people that really can appreciate the graphics, and they don't really care about gameplay. Or there's some people that are really into story, and they don't care about gameplay. Or there's people that don't care about the story, and they just want to play a game. There's a very much different markets.
Exactly. There's a wide range of breeds when it comes to gamers.
Yes.
Because, like, myself, I'm more of the RPG player. So, I mean, like, I'm more sold on the story of the aspect of it. And the graphics help tie it all in together, but, like, what's an example? Like, Silent Hill 1. Like, it was not HD remake for some odd reason. But, like, I love that game. And I think, like, the crappy quality of graphics actually make it a more suspenseful and scarier game than like the newer ones that have come out.
How's that?
Well, it's like I guess Silent Hill started before it like hit mainstream, because now it's more mainstream like Resident Evil and stuff. But back then with Silent Hill 1, it was more like a cult classic. It was very blocky, and the way the camera was, it's like you couldn't really control it, but that was the point, because like certain angles and everything were to make you kind of like it gave a more fear factor to it. I don't know how to explain it. So it's like the bad graphics. It's just maybe that's like my love for the game itself, but I think it gave it more of an eerie feeling, not really being able to make out a lot of things. Do you have a love for any game like that?
A game about atmosphere, you mean? Or
a game that basically engulfs you so much, either whether it be for the story, the graphics, gameplay, like you go to school. I don't know, like if you mean college or like high school, but
high school, sir.
Oh, well, when you get home, it's like, oh, I gotta play this game, and as soon as the bell rings, and I get home. Have you ever had a game do that to you?
Let me see. I'm actually looking at my games right now. I think Red Dead Redemption was a good one. I really liked that game. That was probably one of the games that really got me into the whole gaming thing. What was another one? Batman Arkham Asylum. When I played that was great. Yeah, just games along those lines, I guess. Dead Space.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So, what do you think on, since we're talking about graphics and everything, what is your opinion on like HD remakes? do you think like it's just pointless to remake the same game with newer graphics, or like do you appreciate that they go back, bringing back these classics and putting them in HD?
Well, really, I think it's really marketed towards someone like me, the HD remakes, because I wasn't around during those times. You know, when Devil May Cry was the biggest thing, when Silent Hill was the biggest thing, when Metal Gear Solid, the older Metal Gear Solids weren't the biggest thing.
Right.
And these are really more targeted towards me, I feel, because I never played these games, but you hear about these games from the older generation.
Right.
And you're like, I kind of want to play this, but sometimes it's just like you can't get past the graphics. You don't get as enveloped within it.
Right, because like people from my era, we grew up with like that. Oh, that is good graphics for when we first got it. But for someone like in your era who's used to like Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, good high quality graphics, even though it's a good game, sometimes you just pass it along just because of the fact that, well, I mean, not you personally, but you know, some gamers think it just looks shitty, so I don't even want to bother with it.
Yeah. Especially in a game like Silent Hill, you know, where graphics is moderately important to me, I feel, because it's when you're building atmosphere, you gotta, you know, especially in a horror game, I feel you can't have some blocky mess coming at you.
Well,
it's not very scary.
But it's true. Like I got pissed and like I didn't understand why. Because when Silent Hill did release its remake, it released 2, 3, and then wasn't it 4? I think 2, 3, and 4 were the ones on the remake.
I think it was the first 3, but I'm not sure.
Well, I know it wasn't 1 because 1 was not
really?
on the remake. It wasn't.
All right.
So that's why I was like, why? If you're going to HD it, why didn't you HD the first one?
I mean, as far as the HD remakes go, I mean, why not? You know, if there's a market for it, if people want it, why not give it to them?
Not true. I still buy them, and I mean, like, I bought Sly Cooper, Jax, and I have the old versions too. So
yeah.
And like, when Final Fantasy X comes out, I'll be buying that one.
I think it's pretty great. You know, it's you get the older games; they still play very well.
Mm-hmm.
So just give them a facelift and release them again. Why not?
True, and it's a way to recash in on something that's already been made.
That's true. That's true. They're not really passionate about it. They don't really care. Yeah. You know, like they're gonna love this. I mean, they know people are gonna buy it because it's a good game.
Yeah.
And it's being released again. So
when it comes to like gaming for you personally, like we said, like there's different people. There's people that care about graphics, people that care about gameplay, people that care about the full package. When it comes to you, like what do you look for when you see these row of games? Like, how do you pick which one you're gonna buy?
The cheapest one, usually. To be honest, I mean,
okay.
I usually like, but what's important to me in a game? Yeah. You're asking? All right, I like gameplay quite a bit. Gameplay is an important thing to me, and replayability is important to me. I want to get bang for my buck.
Okay, so like you'd be the kind that if the game had multiplayer online or like several different, if it's a RPG, let's say it has multiple scenarios, so you have to play through it again a couple of times, those would be the games that you would more likely buy?
Yeah, and people like to shit on these games too. Really, they're like the kind of games that I enjoy, because it's like, let's take a game like Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy the game. I do, because it's replayable. You know, it's good gameplay no matter what people say. People are dicks. And it's good gameplay. It has replayability. And it's just, it encourages you to keep grinding through it and keep going and going and going. And so you can get hundreds of hours out of the same game. And you don't have to buy another one. A game like Skyrim, some people shit on it because they say it's too repetitive. Well, that's the point. They want you to keep grinding.
Mm-hmm.
Or Borderlands, people say it's boring because you have to loot and shoot. Well, that's the name of the game. That's what that's what it's all about.
Right. So, with those three examples, they're all first person. So, does that tend to be like the kind of games you play first person?
It doesn't matter to me really. I mean, I like all kinds of games. I mean, I play Sniper Elite
Mm-hmm.
quite a bit. It's a good game. It's pretty fun with the when you turn the difficulty all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the game gets really good. I like Batman, like I said earlier.
Yeah. Because
So
I agree with you in that aspect, actually. Because those games do, like, get some hate. But, like, Skyrim and Oblivion, I played the hell out of those games. And, like, I still go back and, like, complete all the missions that are unnecessary. You know what I mean?
oh
Just
yeah,
because it's just, like, it's fun. And you get engulfed in that, like I said before, like, you get, like, you feel like you're there. The way they did it is just you feel like you are
yeah.
a part of the game.
But third person can be immersive too. Like Batman. A lot of people praise the game, saying that makes you feel like Batman.
Right.
And so I don't think it really matters if it's third person, second person, first person.
Yeah.
Just doesn't it doesn't really matter. And yes, there is such a thing as second person. Look it up.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Do you think with those kind of games like well, not Oblivion or Skyrim, but like your Call of Duty and stuff, do you think some people are maybe turned off by it because yes, it does have a multiple of hours of playability, but the people that get on it online, you know the kind I'm talking about. The
I
kind
just
that
mute those people.
but I mean, do you think like that discourages people from like from those games? Like, I don't want to deal with these assholes on Xbox Live or PlayStation, whatever you play it on.
Well, I mean, if you don't like the idea, then just don't buy the game. I mean, I don't know if it turns people off that we're going to buy the game anyways.
Hmm.
And like, a lot of people on the earth are dicks, absolute dicks. All right, and
Hmm.
so when you're in any situation where you have to be with other people, especially in a lot of people, like in a Call of Duty server, which is like 8 on 8, right?
Right.
Then there's going to be one or two dicks in there.
Hmm.
And so, I mean, you just gotta deal with it. If you want to play the game, you can put them on mute. You can go into a party with other people and you can play with them. You don't have to play with the dicks.
Right.
Don't play with the dicks.
Right. Well, it's the dicks in life that make us grow.
My God. All right.
Well, I mean, like if you think about it, if the world didn't have dicks, like we all be a bunch of pussies.
End it right now. All right. So Smart Guy 1 wants to tell you kids out there, don't play with dicks. It's not good for you. Let's move
Okay.
on. Let's get off of this.
All right, yeah, let's go. We're both slowly going and crashing down. So, all right. And now this is like something I'm really interested in hearing your opinion for. Myself, I have my own opinions. A lot of people are on either side of the fence or like on the fence. So, what do you think of the PS4 and the Xbox One?
I don't really care for either of them. I'm okay with the current generation. I don't see what the problem with it is. Yeah, I mean, when I see stuff on the next generation of consoles, it doesn't look different to me. I don't know. It just doesn't look that different. Sure, it's like a graphical facelift, but some games already look like that. Like on PC. It doesn't really matter to me at this point. I don't care.
I agree with you. It's like they didn't do that much to make me like really want to buy it. The only thing that would I think would probably make me buy either one of these consoles is if a game came out that wasn't on like the PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360.
Yeah. pardon my ignorance. Some people might call me stupid for saying this, but I think that really it's like there's really no difference. I feel like the only reason that they're releasing these consoles now is because they want to like attach fucking touch screens and connects and shit to it. You know, it's basically the same console but with unnecessary garbage and some better graphics.
Right.
It's not like the controllers are the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, what's the difference? I don't care. I don't want this.
It's true, and the graphics aren't that. I mean, people probably hate me on this too, but the graphics aren't that. I mean, it may just be like a hair fracture of a difference than what we already have.
Yeah, especially when you count PC. I mean, basically, I mean, why? I don't understand. Like the prices of consoles keep rising as they get as good as PCs. Eventually, they're just going to cost the fucking same. So why not just buy a PC? I don't understand. Like, you save so much money on games when you buy the PC. So it's like it makes no sense to me why people like why are consoles still relevant? I mean, like after this era. After the era of PS3 and Xbox 360 ends, people are just going to switch to PC, I think, because they're tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of this bullshit.
I agree with you. I mean, especially like with the Xbox, I think, and this is my opinion, that I don't really see that much success for the Xbox One because pretty much the Xbox One is like a mediocre PC.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's a console that costs $500.
Mm-hmm.
And who wants that? I don't understand. Like, I mean, when you can buy a PS4 for $100 less, but I still am kind of turned off by the PS4 because it has a fucking touchscreen right on front of the controller. Why do I need that? But I digress. It's all just like going downhill. It's all just very silly. Like, why? Why do I need these things? I didn't ask for them. I don't know anyone who asked for them.
It's true. Even like when you buy a PC now, I mean, as far as Microsoft goes, like when you buy it now, they have like Windows 8 with that whole the new desktop or the new start menu kind of thing. Like I recently bought a laptop, and I'm like, I don't want this. I just want my little start button in the corner of my taskbar, and I'll be fine.
Yeah. See, I think that the thing is that they're trying to compete with PCs, and it just doesn't make any sense because people that buy consoles and people that buy gaming PCs, they're not in the same market. They're not the same people.
Right.
And like these Microsoft, Sony, they don't get that. They don't understand that when I want a console, I want something that's inexpensive, that I can play the same games that are on PC that are on every other console. Maybe get some console exclusives here and there. That doesn't. Who gives a flying fuck, really?
Yeah.
But they just don't know what to do anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nintendo actually understands their market. They just have terrible ideas. Nintendo understands what consoles are supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know, they understand that's supposed to be something that you play with, and that they're not trying to compete with PCs. They're trying to be something different. Mm-hmm. But really, their ideas are just so shitty. I mean, I like the Wii actually. I did like the Wii because it's a toy. You know, it's something fun to play with. It's not trying to be like, oh, here's the fucking graphics and here's the I don't care. I just want fun games. And some of the games on the Wii were actually fun, so it's like
I enjoyed playing the Wii with some of the games, and then a lot of the party games were fun too, because that's kind of what it was. It was a party console. It wasn't like how would you say, a hardcore gamer console, but it was a console that you could turn on, play some games, and have some fun. Which, in the bottom line, is that's what games are pretty much. That's what they are for, is to have fun.
Yeah. And there's also a competitive market for games too. And really, Microsoft and Sony, well, not so much as Sony, but really Microsoft, and pretty much all the major gaming companies are making fucking consoles. They don't they don't know that they're fucking over like 99% of their customers, because there's some people that are competitive, like Cyber Demon, who likes to speed run, and there's some people that like to do competitive Street Fighter, that like to do competitive Mortal Kombat, and I mean, with all this fucking Kinect and touch screens on the controllers, I mean, how does that work into a competitive scene? How does I just don't get it. And the casual person who just wants to sit down and play a game, do they really want to sit there in front of their TV, configure their Kinect, screw around with a touchscreen on their controller? I mean, no one. Who are they appealing to? No one. Both of these companies are just appealing to no one as far as the hardware goes. The software is fucking great. It's the hardware that just is so bad that it makes the software seem like a chore to get.
Right. And when you're saying, like, who are they appealing to, I mean, there is a small, very small demographic that, enjoyed the Kinect, enjoy the motion controls and everything. But this is not the people that they really need to focus on. Because, I mean,
it's the minority.
Right. But the people that they need to focus on are the people you're talking about, the people that do this competitively, that do this for a living, that do this for, like, it's truly a part of their lives. It's not just something like turn on for an hour and that's it, which most of the time the people that do the Kinect and stuff, that's the kind of gamer they are. Like, some days they don't even play it and stuff like that. They're very, like, I wouldn't even call them casual gamers. They're like less than casual gamers.
That's a good point that you made with the with appealing to the Let's Players and stuff. Because there's a big community at this point. A lot of people do it. I do it. A huge amount of people, and the market's become very saturated.
Right.
But the thing is, there's still people that are on the top that have influence, that have clout in the community. And so, if you're fucking over those people are gonna tell other people. They're gonna bitch and complain. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm not saying, they're bitches or anything, but, they piss and moan, and then, and then their fans go and like, well, I don't want this either. Fuck that.
It's true. I mean, there are, like, some people out there that could probably, make some changes if they, like, stepped up to do so, but I don't know. All I'm just like, it's gonna get to the day where, like, the new consoles that come out they don't even have a controller. Just gonna have like one big huge sensor circle in the middle of it, and like we're gonna have to wear on like dual power gloves and a helmet.
What the hell?
I could see, like, because they're trying to so hard to like make virtual reality with these consoles and these games.
God, are you talking about the Oculus Rift?
Yeah.
Who wants to wear that on their face? I don't get. I like people around, like, all the people I know are so excited about this, and I'm like, just who gives? I don't like putting fucking goggles on your face. I mean, like, how much more immersive does that make it, really?
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't even see, like, as me as a gamer, like, when I game, I want to feel comfortable, like lean back on the couch, just with a controller in my hand. I don't want all that shit on me.
Yeah. And I kind of want to be aware of my surroundings when I'm playing video games.
True.
I don't like being, like, shut off from everything else that's going on.
Right.
I mean, like, someone puts on their fucking Oculus Rift and they, like, start dancing in front of their Kinect while they're completely blind or something. They bash their head against their TV or something. I don't even know. It's like, I'm expecting some sort of lawsuit's gonna happen. Someone's gonna do something very silly. Like maybe they're... or something really tragic happens. Like maybe someone's house catches on fire while they're wearing this Oculus Rift with sound blasting into their ears and their vision completely gone. Sure, they might be able to smell it, but I mean, smell the smoke. But I mean, it's probably going to happen at some point.
If they smell the smoke, they may just think that an update downloaded. Now they can smell the game.
That's probably going to be the next thing. You're like, that'll be
the next gimmick.
No more sewer levels.
Oh God.
No more sewer levels. All right.
So like, we're talking about the Xbox and PlayStation, how they're doing things. Do you think, with the way we are now, like, okay, Oculus, I don't count that. Ouya, I don't count that. But do you think like some third-party company could like make another system again, like to rival the PlayStation, to rival the Xbox?
I don't even know, to be honest. I've only been around these consoles for a short period of time. I don't really know how it works, to be honest.
I just think that maybe, like, this is my opinion. I don't know. Get your thoughts on this. Maybe, like, we're talking about all these people that are unsatisfied with how PlayStation and Xbox is doing motion controls and all this gimmicky stuff, that if they got together and did get like someone who could make a console, get some developers, get some graphics designers and everything to make a console for like us as gamers, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't really know if a third party could do that, because I mean, how are they going to get the marketing power? There probably are some third-party consoles out right now. I just don't hear about them.
That's true. It's just, I think like we need like a David Goliath kind of tale. You know what I mean? Like someone to step up for like the majority of gamers that don't want these gimmicks and make something that just is pure. Get the controller, sit down, and play the fucking game.
Yeah, but in real life,
it's not.
And I'm going to continue the allegory of David and Goliath. In real life, the Goliath's parents would sue the fuck out of David. And probably get some sort of $1 million settlement out of it. And they would have to close his gaming store.
That's true. But and the reality of the situation is that, in all honesty, as much as I would like to see that happen, it probably wouldn't, because to get even, like you said, notability and stuff, they would have to get like the big game designers, but these designers and stuff have already signed on to Xbox and PlayStation, so it's like shit out of luck.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe if Steve Jobs were alive and he made a gaming console. Oh, you know what? There's a console out right now that everyone can have. It's great. The Ouya. We can all play the Ouya.
Great. Now I can play what I play on my tablet on my TV.
I don't know what you're talking about. I like the Ouya. You can play. Yes. That was a big thing that got a lot of marketing power, and a lot of people bought it, even though that really it's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't know why, but like I know you watch Rambo, but do you watch DSP?
Sometimes. I saw him with his Ouya stuff.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, this is my reaction. My first reaction was, this is so shitty, I want it.
$100 is very appealing at first when you think about it for a new gaming console. But I mean, you can buy a used Xbox 360, a refurbished one, for about the same price if you go to the right places.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But so it's like, so why would you buy the Ouya? Who is it? Is it trying to compete with the Xbox? I don't know. I don't know what the Ouya's market is. I'm not part of it.
I'm confused in that too. I mean, like, when I don't understand. I mean, unless they're like, this is like a stepping stone and they're going to like eventually do more with it. But as of now, it's like, it's pretty much okay. You know when you go to like I don't know what's around you, but like Walgreens or like CVS, those kind of places,
Yeah.
and they have those like knockoff consoles that have like built-in 50 games or something like that.
Oh yeah, plug and play ones.
That's kind of what the Ouya is right now.
Don't tread on that. I have some fond memories of those.
I think I had one. I'm not sure, but anyway, that's kind of like its stage right now. But I don't know if they're gonna do more with it or what.
You're probably just gonna hope that the library of games is good enough to sell it, but really, it's probably not going to. Now, let's say this. Let's say this. Ouya, if it was run off of ads and a good amount of its games were free, say like Oregon Trail was free on there, say, or some other games that are on there. Some, let's say if Angry Birds was free on there,
Mm-hmm.
and it was supported all by ads on the console, that would be great. That would be a potential purchase, but unfortunately, it just doesn't work like that. They just fumbled really badly.
Right. And I mean, you can run emulators on it. Very difficult, with very much difficulty, but you can. So
Yeah, well, I can run emulators on my PSP.
yeah, that's what I was about
So
to
it's
say.
like I could
mean,
run it.
like,
I can run an emulator on my phone. So it doesn't really matter.
and if you really need a controller, buy the Ouya for $100, or buy like a USB controller for I don't know 20 max.
Yeah, and then you can just get a whole bunch. But then there's the whole thing with the legality of emulators and ROMs and stuff. And some people really just want to keep their nose clean.
Yeah.
I mean, say if you were to take up emulators, supposedly I might partake in emulators. I can't say that.
Well,
I might get some people to come over to my house and they will bag me or whatever they. But I mean, I could potentially never buy a game in my entire life and just play Sega Genesis games and SNES games. I could just do that.
mhm.
And so, and like most of those games are way better than the tablet games and the stuff you can get on the Ouya.
True.
So what's the point?
True.
What is the point?
True. And as far as like the legality of emulators, I know that is a very gray area that most people don't like want to talk about. But I myself, like, I have a NES, I have a SNES, I have all the consoles pretty much, but like some of the games are just like never can find them. So if I don't have the game, I play the emulator.
Whoa.
I'll say it.
Oh no. You're gonna get taken away. The white coats are gonna come get you. Not the white coats. What am I talking about? The men in black are gonna come get you. The white coats.
Miyamoto's gonna come himself to my house and arrest me.
He's gonna demand your money. He's gonna try to sell you Epic Mickey too while he's there.
Oh God. I just hope because one of the games I have played is Earthbound. I hope he doesn't charge me for the price of Earthbound.
Yeah, I don't really understand why emulators are so gray. Because, I mean, the money that you would pay to get one of these games, they don't manufacture these games anymore. They wouldn't be making any money off of any purchase. So, you can buy one of those stupid collection things, but that doesn't cost them anything to make. It really just, you're not taking any money from them, and they wouldn't get any money from your purchase.
Mm-hmm.
So, why the hell not? I mean, they just say no. I realize, yes, it is more of a copyright thing. It's not really like you're playing the game for free or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, I don't know. Companies just don't. They want to protect their licenses so badly because, I mean, let's say someone wants to emulate one of their newer games, and then you got some really bad problems. Like, say, like you start emulating Xbox 360 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's illegal.
Right.
It's clearly illegal.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just so up in the air as far as where they can. I mean, I understand why the companies want to put clamps down on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like why they say no, you can't download SES. Is that right? Super Entertainment? No, NES games. I'm being stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You can't download NES games because then, like, people say, okay, so it's okay to download NES games. Why is it illegal to download Wii U games?
Right.
And it's a very slippery slope.
Right. Kind of like how doing Let's Plays on YouTube and stuff, like the legality of that. Remember, it used to be like, oh, it's complete it goes against copyright. Now it has been like it's pretty much, it's still kind of gray, but like established a little bit more that it is your own content to some extent.
Yeah. I think the profits off the ad should be split, to be honest, between the developers of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And because, like, what people want to do is that, like Nintendo, they want to just, like, they just want to take the money. You know, I think it should go to the developers, though, that actually made the game. Because, like, someone makes something, and you want to show it off. Like, say, you can buy, like, a print of the Mona Lisa right now, and that won't cost you anything. And you can put it up in your house and show it to people. And so it's like, what's the difference between that and a video game? I don't really know, to be honest.
True, because I mean, the only thing that would make it illegal, in using your example, is say you printed off a picture of the Mona Lisa, but then like you go around and try to sell it as the true picture of the Mona Lisa.
Yeah. But you know, but what pisses me off the most is that it's just like all this copyright nonsense. It's getting out of control. Mm-hmm. You know, because it's like there used to, like, in my area, there used to be like movie nights where they would like show like movies to a whole bunch of people, and some of them would be recent movies, very new ones, and it'd be like, it'd always be family friendly because it was always like outside somewhere. It was a nice thing, but you can't do that anymore.
Right.
You'll get arrested.
Right.
And it's just so annoying. It's just maddening.
Well, like the last thing I'll say on emulators, and you kind of pointed on to this, that as far as like the money side of it, what is the difference from getting an emulator online? Because they're not, the people that actually made the game and stuff, they're not going to get any money for it, right?
Yeah.
But then if I go to GameStop or any like used game store and buy the game, they're still not going to get money for it.
GameStop doesn't carry the SNES games anymore.
No, I meant like anything, like, because you can, some PlayStation 2s are emulated now, so like they still like in their off, used bin where there's no labels or anything on the games, there's PS2s. So I mean, like, if I bought one of those, or even if I bought an Xbox game or an Xbox 360, if it's used, they're not going to see any of that money. Only GameStop will.
That's also a gray area. So it's like, I mean, I'm sure if Microsoft wanted to sue GameStop, it'd just be like a huge battle of lawyers. Mm-hmm. And it would just, I don't even know who would win. It'd probably be Microsoft, to be honest. And then what? They shut down an entire fucking industry. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you know how much flack that would get Microsoft? That's why they haven't sued them yet. Sure. That's why they haven't. That's why they're trying to just phase them out with all this online pass bullshit. Mm-hmm. It's not working. So I mean, it's like Microsoft or Sony, much less likely. If Microsoft wanted to go ahead and shut down GameStop, that would lose so many fucking jobs. they would be the devil. People would see them as like Microsoft. They'd just be like, "What the fuck?"
True. That is very true. Well, smart guy, we talked about games quite in depth, probably almost for an hour. So, to sum up, what is your summary as far as video games as a whole? What is your summary?
Video games are fun. I like them.
It's good. Simple, clean, and short. Very precise, sir.
Yes.
Well, it was a pleasure having you on and a pleasure talking to you.
I should hope it was.
I don't know. Yeah. All that stuff Mark was saying about you, it's not right. You're okay in my book.
You're gonna have to end after you end the podcast. We're gonna have to talk about this. What Mark say about me?
Oh no! I mean, he said I could slap you, so you get out of hand.
Mark is a filthy liar.
Nah,
and
he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He didn't say nothing bad about you. I'm over exaggerating, but
dislike and unsub from Mark Crown Stories on YouTube, everyone.
No.
Do it right now.
No. He's
and subscribe to Regal Empire Gaming and follow David Cofield on Twitter at David Cofield. Unfollow Mark Crown Stories.
Oh God! Hashtag Ramborgia fight.
He's in it for the money. All right.
Mark, we love you. You're good. You're a good guy.
Stop talking about me behind my back.
All right, sir. Well, it's good having you on. Hopefully, maybe in the future we can have another topic to chew over together.
Oh man. Religion.
Oh God.
Politics. Yes.
Look, I don't have the time or the energy to unclick all those comments for the
religion. We're doing it right now. 2-hour podcast right now.
I need some booze or something before that one.
Just do a podcast. You're just completely shit-faced, and I have to keep you on track.
Hey, it'll be like that. Do you watch Comedy Central Drunken History?
No.
Oh. There's a show called Drunken History. It'd be like Drunken Religion.
Oh man. We would be kicked off of YouTube.
Have that underground following of YouTube users that only do religion stuff after us. Oh, anyway, it was good talking to you, man. Hopefully you come on another time. We'll do this again.
Oh yes, it was good talking to you too, sir. We next week we're gonna be talking about religion, everyone. It's confirmed.
Actually, next week I have the Lady of Ramborgia on.
Really now? Who is that? Who is the lady? Oh, the Ramborgia.
Hold on. I don't want to say her name wrong.
You don't know your guests? Oh, man.
Hey, I'm still new at this. Layla Alvar.
Oh, man. She called me stupid, by the way.
Well, you at least you got on here before she did. So
you need to get me back in there when she's on there too. We can hash it out. We can bring Mark in there too. I can pick all of my fights at once.
Look,
I'll take them all on.
I will not be the Jerry Springer of the Ramborgia.
You're gonna be the Maury.
Oh God.
You gotta do a paternity test.
Sorry, Mark, you are not the father.
Yeah, Mark is indeed my father. It's been confirmed.
And out of nowhere, the surprise twist: OJ is the father.
Oh God. All right. I think it's best to kill it.
Yeah, it's best to let go. We're just like talking random stuff now.
Mercy killing.
Yeah. let you go. Have a good day, sir.
All right, bye.
Bye. Well, everyone, that wraps up the Power Report for tonight. Be sure to follow me on Twitch, Facebook, or Twitter, and also go to my website where you can download the Power Report the next day after it is on YouTube. This is Jacob M. Power, and I am signing off for tonight.